Okay, this is us live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special edition on General Jerry. I am joined by Don Wallbanks, who is a moderator right now. He will be muted for the whole conversation. And we are joined by Seanzviewent Entertainment. How are you, Sean?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good, yeah. Sean, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Obviously, this has been building up now for about 6 years. This should have happened probably a long time ago, but it's only happening now. To be honest with you, I'm surprised it's happening now, but let's get on with the questions. I'm going to get the difficult question out of the way first of all, Sean. So I want you to ask truthfully, honestly, to your best of knowledge.
First of all, I just got to say, better late than never.
Okay. First of all, I want to get the most difficult question out of the way. Why did you show your genitalia to a younger dynamic on YouTube? Could you please respond to that?
Okay, so this is going back a couple of years ago now,
Mm-hmm.
and I have spoken length about this to nauseum, but I'll do it one more last time, since you want me to answer your questions. That was when I was going through a rough, difficult time. People were online talking for some reason about my cack, about my penis, about my manhood. And it was getting sickening, saying that I can't use it. It's deformed. It's not, whatever the hell they kept going on about. So it was a deal where I couldn't take it anymore. And when that video got uploaded, it was only uploaded for 2 minutes. Someone else took that video. And I wanted to prove a point. I did it because I wanted to prove a point, because I'm sick and tired of being bullied and harassed and threatened, and people telling me something that they have no idea about. They have no facts, they have no evidence, they have no proof of what my dick is like. So what I do, I go on there and I show them that it can be used. I show them that it's not deformed. I show them, and this wasn't to kids. First of all, for anyone that says I fuck kids or have sex with children, it's absolutely ridiculous. And once again, I have no record. You can look up my name online. I've never fucked a kid. I've never had sex with a kid. I've never done anything with a kid. When people come over to me and call me a pedophile, I am not. And I repeat, I am not a pedophile. There's only so much a man can take when you get bullied and harassed and called names and said stuff about your cock that's not true. So I went on there, and I'll admit it was wrong to do. I should have never done it, because you know what? I have myself to blame in accordance to what happened. It's something that I'll regret for the rest of my life, because it's always something that'll be a bleep on the radar. So anytime that Seanzviewent gets brought up, of course that incident will get brought up. But you know what? I've changed. I've seen the error in my ways. I know what it is I need to do now, and I've made the proper adjustments. I've done what I had to do, and it was just a case where I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I wasn't in the right state of mind, and I let it get to me. I let it control me. I let it get in my way, and that was all because of Fight Nation Wrestling. He started the whole damn thing, and so I had to prove a point, so I did it. It was wrong. I've put it behind me. I'm ready to move on. It was wrong on all occasions, but I wouldn't just do that for the hell of doing it, saying, oh, hey, I'm going to show my dick. I wouldn't just do that for the hell of it, and I've never done it in front of a child where it's live right here, right in person. Never done it. I've had a girlfriend for 5 years. 5 years. I've never been in any trouble, so that's to answer your question. I wanted to prove a point, and once that video was seen for the first 5 minutes, somebody took it, and of course it spread like wildfire. Someone wanted to prove a point. They did. But here I am 57,000 subscribers later, showing you that I've obviously improved. So there's your first question answered.
Okay. Well, like, basically to kind of summarize, you did show it, and obviously beforehand I remember before you kind of came out and said, listen, it was my fault, I shouldn't have done it. Beforehand, you did tell your subscribers that it was hacked, that your content was hacked, and that was why the video was uploaded. Then you said the video was fake. Did you have a response to that as to why you said one thing and then said another?
Because people lie. I've made storylines in the past. We already know this. That's another thing I've talked to nauseum. Listen, I tried to clear it up. I tried to, come up with something else, but obviously it is what it is. Like I said, okay, and I've already come out and said the truth on this. I've already done this to nauseum as well. I told Fight Nation Wrestling, I've told everybody that knows within an ear distance that it got uploaded. I should have never done it. It was wrong, and I was just trying to pretty much make better of the situation, saying, yeah, I didn't upload the video, I didn't do it, but obviously, you know, it got uploaded, and that's what it was, and I was just trying to prove a point. So it doesn't matter how it got uploaded, really. I wanted to prove a point. It was wrong, and that's it. I mean, what more can you do? But you see, let me tell you something, and I'm going to dive into this a little bit further here, because we got unlimited time here, right? Unlimited.
Oh yeah, no, you've got as much time as you want. You're on General Jerry's channel. There's no time.
Like you said, this is between you and me. This is going to get all out in this episode. This is going to be it. We're going to get all out off our chest. This whole thing with the penis showing was made a lot worse by Don Juan Banks Enter the Arena when he came on here and, you know, child molesting. He came on here and he said, "Oh, call Child Protective Services," and all these things, getting all the freaking cops involved. That's what made this actually worse. That's what put more eyes on the prize. That was a thing where someone should have minded their own business.
Now,
so the bottom line is
I'm gonna let you finish, but I know I made agreement to stay mute. But can I, after you're done talking, can I respond to that?
Oh, you can respond to it, because like I said, it wouldn't have been as bad as it was had you not made that video and called Child Protective Services. You took a situation that was bad, but you made it a hell of a lot worse, thinking that I fuck kids, thinking that I show my dick to kids in real life, which I don't. So that's all I want to say. That's actually where this whole thing between you and me started. I've heard a lot of things about you, Don.
Actually, no, it wasn't, Sean. Could you let me? Because, you know, here's the thing. Me and you.
You know, I'm putting my face here right now, Sean.
No, because Don Juan, I've heard before this whole dick incident.
We made an agreement that this was going to be you and General Jerry, but since you said this right now, I will address what you said. Okay. Fine. First and foremost, this is how I feel. And I'm looking at you face to face right now. I feel like you knew in advance that you have an audience of children. It doesn't matter if you meant saying it was working or not. You should have never did it. I don't give a damn how many problems you got in your life. That's what I was saying. When I say call Childline to report you for what you did, you needed to take responsibility for it, because I felt like you did not take responsibility for it. Not what you're saying right now. You're basically saying, yeah, I made a mistake and all that. I never heard out of your mouth you saying that.
Well, let me tell you something. I've heard that you had a problem with me before that incident. People said that you didn't like me. You wanted me off YouTube. You couldn't stand me. You didn't like me. So that was just even more fuel added to. Once I did that, you must have loved that, because you made a whole fucking thing out of it. And as a matter of fact, I know a lot of your fans and you yourself and probably General Jerry thinks that I flagged you after that. Once again, I did not ever in my life flag you. I have subscribers and I have viewers that might have flagged you, but I personally did not flag you off of YouTube.com.
Well, first and foremost, you know, you've been a man that has been known to tell complete lies, so that doesn't impress me whatsoever. You can say what you did. When you do one thing, you'll do another. In terms of wanting you off of YouTube, yeah, I've wanted you off of YouTube for the fact of what you have done. You know, did I say call 1-800-CHILDLINE, 1-888-CHILDLINE? Yes, I did say call it. The fans did call it. They know what you did, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You know that. You should be ashamed of yourself. And quite frankly, I really think you're a piece of scum.
Good.
Well, basically, because here's the thing, it is between me and Sean, so there is a few things that I would like to say. Sean, this actually rivalry between me and you dates back way before Enterthearenaus. In fact, it's about 7 years me and you have been going at each other. This is actually the first.
That's what I don't understand. You say you and me 7 years. I don't even know you 7 years ago.
Well, to jog your memory, okay? To jog your memory, I don't know if you remember me, but I was on a channel called Juggross 2K7, okay? And I was starting off on YouTube, and I was actually a fan of yours, believe it or not. I was a fan of yours. This is when you were very arrogant, you were saying that you were the best, etc., etc. And I basically said that I didn't like, this is just a John Cena thing. I said I didn't like John Cena, etc., etc. And then you private messaged me on YouTube. Remember the old YouTube system when you could private message people, and you said you will never, Jerry, you will never, ever, ever make it on YouTube. You are beneath me, and that is exactly what you said to me, okay? Then the rivalry continued, and I was hired by Enter the Arena because they seen the potential in me. And tell you what, Don Wambanks gave me a chance where nobody else gave me a chance. When all the guys in America said, what the fuck is this Irish prick doing on YouTube? What the fuck is this fucking idiot doing on YouTube? He has no need to be on YouTube. He knows nothing of wrestling. And guys like you, especially, branded me as an outsider, and essentially you have become what you hate. You have become the very thing that you despise now, because now you're uploading videos saying I have more subscribers than this. And listen, don't get me wrong, you have the subscribers. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to fucking criticize or whatever, but the fact remains is that you call a young YouTuber who has said nothing to you, and you have put the blame on me in the past. This rivalry spiraled out of control, Sean, and essentially when I moved to Enter the Arena, my anger, which by the way paved the way for the General Jerry character, so I kind of have to thank you on that, so congratulations. But the fact remains, Sean, is that you have for some reason hit everybody. You even said to yourself, I am embarrassed by the YWC, I'm embarrassed by this community. Even though the community itself has massive, listen, YWC is not perfect, okay? But I'm one of them people that is willing for the YWC to be as famous as the gaming community, as famous as guys like Shay Dawson, Ray William Johnson. I think the YWC can be that, but when I'm looking at you, because, you know, you could say you're number one, you could look at, personally, I think we have higher viewership, you have high subscribers. Listen, you know, potato, patata, that's not the point. But the fact remains, Sean, is that you have branded a young YouTuber like myself all them years ago, and I would like for you to respond and for your opinion as to what you said to me all them years ago.
Well, I'll tell you what, right off the bat, quite frankly, I don't even know why we're doing this video, and I'm going to get into this why I don't know why we should be doing this video, because you have stated, you said you're not here to criticize my subscribers and accounts and all that, but yet you have stated in your last video that you did about me that I buy subscribers, that I have ghost accounts. You say that I'm a fake, I'm a liar, and I have no credibility.
But Don, this is the very point. I respect what you do. Believe it or not, I respect what you do. But the problem is with you, Sean, is that you do not respect YouTubers like me, YouTubers like Danielson, YouTubers like Poston, YouTubers like the Smart Busters, them little guys that are trying to get big on YouTube. You do not show respect to them. And whenever they comment, you're like, get the fuck out of here, you're a troll. That is not what you should be doing, Sean. And also as well, and listen, I don't blame you, you should be paranoid because everyone's after you, but even before this whole thing happened, you were so paranoid that everyone was after you. I have only made limited videos on you when it was necessary. In fact, whenever you talked about Enter the Arena in the past few videos, it was whenever you said we beat Enter Arena in subscribers or whatever, I was going to make a video on it, but I decided not to because I didn't want to give you the limelight. But then here you come on and say, by the way, you claim that
I think we do got to give Sean a moment to speak.
Yes, I do apologize. I'll finish this off.
We gotta be respectful enough to give.
Yeah, I do apologize, but I'll give Sean a chance in a minute. But whenever you made that video, you said, well, if you want to talk about people that learned their lesson, look at Enter the Arena. But I didn't flag, and then you immediately said you didn't flag. So why would you say one thing and then say the other?
Okay, well, you just said a whole bunch of, my thinking capacity, I can't go back to everything you just said.
It's been built up for so long, so it's been built up for so long, so you can understand.
Oh no, I understand. Oh no, I'm still here. I didn't pause or X out the episode. I'm still hearing every word and everything you said. Here's the thing. Yes, you're right. I said that I didn't flag you, and I said, well, this is what happens when you mess with me. You know, you will get flagged. When I was getting bullied and harassed with the whole dick incident, okay, your channel got taken down. And that's what I said. That's what happens when you mess with me. That doesn't mean that I did it. There's no evidence and proof. So first of all, I said that in a light. Yeah, it made it look like I did, but I didn't. I didn't do it. First, let me tell you something. I'm with Machinima, one of the biggest money-making gaming channels of all time. Okay, I am with them. Because you have said that I have fake subscribers and I have ghost accounts and I have accounts that are fake and I buy comments, I buy views, I buy this. Listen, if I did all those things, I would not be with Machinima because they watch your channel like a hawk. Not just any Joe Schmo can go on Machinima. You have to have credibility, you have to have liability, you have to have longevity, and you have to act like a professional. Now, I haven't acted like a professional for my entire YouTube tenure, but once again, over the last several months, I have improved. So, once again, I just want to say that as far as me saying to you all those years back that, okay, maybe I was out of line by saying, you know, you'll never be anybody. Obviously, Enter the Arena. Saw what you had. They have you on there. I was wrong. Sorry. All the more power to you. But here's the thing. Could you have made it on your own without Enter the Arena?
Well, that is a good question because, you know, me and Don have discussed this in the past, but the thing is that why would I go on my own? You see, I don't know if you're aware of this, Sean, but whenever I was on Enter Arena, I didn't get any money for 3 years. And Don offered me, I said, no, I don't want money because I don't want to do it for the money. Now, because Enter Arena has been massively successful, and because of the massive success of Enter Arena, including segments like SmackDown Sports, etc., Don said, listen, I can't fucking let you fucking work here for free. I have to give you something. So recently, I have been getting money for YouTube. But that's what I'm saying is that I am not here for fame or glory or anything like that.
Cut in for a minute. At the current time, we wasn't generating any money. When we started to generate money, that's when General Jerry started to get paid.
Yeah.
But I would like to ask Sean a question really fast, if you don't mind, Sean.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put the camera back on.
Wait, before you still there?
Yes.
Before you get to your question, I want to know right now because you two are probably the last people that I need to get off my back. Once and for all, when this interview's all done, we get out everything we need to say. What is it going to take for this, between you and me, Don, for this to be just done? I don't want you to like me, love me, respect me. I just want to know what it's going to take for this to be done. You don't have to read out of the same book. We don't have to be reading the same language. I want to know what it's going to take for this to be done. Done completely. I'm talking no more videos, no more rants, no more child protective services, no more of that crap. What is it going to take?
I'm going to answer that in one split second. You said no more child protective services. When have I mentioned child protective services in the last 3? You exposed yourself, but I haven't mentioned that in 2 years.
Well, I'm just saying, because you know what? You do like going back to that every now and again. You do like going back to that. You like to remind a lot of people in your Google Hangouts. You don't think I watch your Google Hangouts after every pay-per-view. I watch every single one, and I've seen all the crap said about me. I've seen it. I've mocked it down. I've made, believe me, it needs to be done.
You flagged and reported probably too, you know. But did you?
No evidence, no proof of me flagging you. There's no proof, no evidence. I never did. But you can believe what you want, and I'll believe what I want. So okay, you can see what I want to say.
You asked me what would it take, and I have seen you comment before, and you said to me, you know, you enjoyed some of my content.
I do. Hey, truth be told, I watch your shit all the time, whether you believe it or not. I actually watch your shit, and I'm going to admit that right now. I do. I watch all your boxing videos. You're very informative, but for some reason...
Wow, I never thought I'd hear the day Seanzviewent Entertainment said he took that time to subscribe. I cannot believe. So you actually watch our content, Sean?
Let's stay on a little bit on track here.
Yeah.
You said what would it take? You know what, Sean? I know a lot of people won't like what I said, but your absolute surrender to Enter the Arena, because we are going to take you over. I mean, to be honest, I mean it's just a matter of time. Mm-hmm. I respect the fact that you come before here us right now, and I have to give you the respect that you deserve. That's why I think in front of everybody you should surrender right now.
What do you mean surrender? Surrender what?
Just give the channel up.
that'll never happen.
Because it's gonna be like World War II. We're gonna be coming, and one day you're just gonna be like, done. Where's the contract? I'll work for you. Yeah, you will be working for me one day.
Really?
Yeah, you will be.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Okay. Say if that did happen. I'm not surrendering my channel. Not saying any of that. Say if I asked you, oh Don, please, I have no job. I have no money. Please. Why would you want someone in me that you hate, that has no credibility, that you say lies and misconceptions and misleads? Why would you want me a part of your team?
Because
let me finish this. At this current time, all I can say is never say never.
Oh God, what are you, WWE now? What are you, Hulk Hogan? Oh my God.
No, Hulk Hogan. I'm beat down on Banks. But
never say
he's
never.
Better than Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan can't even walk.
Never say never. That's funny.
But in on a serious note, Sean, you have done a lot of despicable things to enter the arena, which does bring me back to this point. You did a lot of things to me in the past. You basically did comment a lot on Don Juan Banks. In my opinion, I thought that you seen Don Juan Banks was getting very popular, and you got very nervous. And essentially what has happened is that you were like, oh shit, what do I do? So what Enter the Arena did was retaliate to what you did in the past. Listen, Sean, you're no angel. See, all your fan base, listen, I've always said this in the past. I do not care if my fans watch Seanzviewent Entertainment. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. We do not remove or block people unless it's racist or anything like that. What we do is we give everyone an open mic to say whatever they gotta say. But this does bring me to my next point, Sean. You, what I've noticed is that if people do not agree with your opinion on wrestling, this isn't like, the whole controversy with you or anything like that. But the thing that I'm saying is that what you've done is you've removed your own fan base that are disagreeing just with your opinion, and that is why you're getting so much hate.
Well, I see it as I'm removing a lot of freaking trolls and haters and fucking people that send me death threats, which I do.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that have a different opinion on you in wrestling. Why are you removing them? Guys like me in the past, even recently, people that disagree with your wrestling opinion, you are removing them. I thought that you were an American, the freedom of speech, the Seanzviewent Entertainment that gives an open microphone. You're not doing that. You're not doing that anymore. You're censoring people. You're essentially the authority of the YWC now.
Well, give him a chance to answer.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Okay, so what do you want me to answer exactly? Why do I remove people because they have a difference in opinion? Is that what you want to know?
In wrestling, yes.
First of all, I want to know the names of those people that I removed. Because I don't remember. I do remove a lot of people from my channel, but it's people that, okay, they'll have an opinion about, okay, I'm not a John Cena fan, okay, that's fine. Maybe I did that in the past. I don't do that so much these days. I don't do that these days. And once again, listen, it's a work in progress. When you come on YouTube.com, you think you're mighty high. You think you can do whatever you want. And maybe that was some mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. And you're right, I'm not an angel. I never claimed to be an angel. I've done a lot of wrongdoings. I've done a lot of mishappenings. But once again, you learn from your mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not, a God. But I'll tell you what right now is over the last several months, I have made improvements and adjustments, and I have bettered the subscriber experience on Seanzviewent Entertainment. My views are at an all-time high. My subscriber rate is at an all-time high. So that proves you that I am not blocking every single person that has a difference with my opinion. I maybe have done that in the past, but mostly who I block now is just trolls and haters. That's it. Anyone that has a difference of an opinion, they can have a difference of an opinion. Maybe I did that in the beginning during my first tenure, but I have learned that there are people with a difference of an opinion. But what you don't understand is what those people would do is you would see the comments. There would be a difference of an opinion, and then you would see, oh, they're blocked. the thing about that is those same people that had a difference of opinion would then send me a message, and they would take it over the line, and that's when I would really block them indefinitely. So over the last several months, I have not blocked people for a difference of an opinion. It only got worse when they started going over the line, because like you said, the only time you block people is if they go over the line, and that's what I do now. I block people if they go over the line, because I don't need those kind of people taking up the whole comment section. I don't need it.
The next question I'm going to ask you is due to recent events that have happened on your channel. The Andre Corville controversy.
What do you mean recent events? What do you mean?
The Andre Corville thing that's been happening. There's been a lot of talk in the YWC that you flagged him down. You did make a video, now you have to admit this, Sean, you did make a video basically dissing him and basically laughing in the face of him when a guy who has worked so hard on YouTube, that has worked so hard, and you laugh at his face and you laugh at his channel being taken down. Why did you do that?
Laughed at his channel being taken down. And what else did you say I did?
The allegations of you flagging him down.
Once again, I didn't flag him down. No facts, no evidence, no proof. Listen, this guy has had a problem with me going back a year ago when he said that I contacted YouTube to have him flagged the first time, and that I contacted YouTube to have the video in the search. When you search up Andre Corville, what was the first video that came up? Me. They said that I did that to make him look bad. First of all, I don't work with YouTube. I don't work within YouTube. I don't even know people within YouTube that works for that company. I have never flagged him. Once again, that was an instance where they placed the blame and pointed the finger at me when they had no facts, no evidence, and proof. Whatever they did to get flagged or removed is on their end. I had nothing to do with it. I am not some guy that has all kinds of power and strength. I don't have all this pull to flag people at will and they get off YouTube. YouTube is the one that goes back and they make mistakes. Let me tell you something. YouTube and Google, they make a hell of a lot of mistakes. They flag people for the wrong reasons. There's false flags. There's a lot of negative things. Ever since YouTube got taken over by Google, the whole YouTube site has been screwed up. And I think even you would know that. So, once again, I did not ever once flag him down. But he has made videos. The only reason I wouldn't say I laughed in his face. But the only reason that I was being brash was...
You did laugh at his face. You did laugh at him. You did laugh at him. You have to admit that now.
He made videos about me, blaming me that I was the one that did it. So, of course, when you blame me for something I didn't do, I will laugh in your face. Because if you say to me that I flagged Enter the Arena down when I never did, I will laugh in your face because it's not true.
But that doesn't make logical sense.
I would like to...
Hang on, Don, because there's something I want to say here. Because essentially your logical sense is, okay, you basically said all these... Basically what Andre Corville did, yes, made a video, whatever, but what you could have easily... This goes back to this kind of newborn Seanzviewent Entertainment, apparently, and I do think you're the same person in the past. That's just my personal opinion. But what I'm saying is that with the Andre Corville thing, is that you could have said, listen, guys, I did not flag the guy down. I feel so sorry for him. I hope he gets his channel back. I hope he gets his channel back. But you were laughing at the man. You were laughing at the man's livelihood of his YouTube channel being taken down, Sean. That's the point I'm making.
The man's never had respect for me. The man's never liked me. The guy's trashed me in every publication. He's trashed me in every video he's ever done about me, and he's certainly trashed me on Facebook. So the bottom line is I don't care about him. I could care less. You know what? I'll tell you the truth. I could care less if his channel ever does come back after what that son of a bitch has said and done to me that you don't even know. I'm not even going to go in to what the shit has been said.
We're uncensored. You can say whatever you want. This is uncensored. Listen, you're not on any mainstream wrestling channel. This is General Jerry's channel. Everything's uncensored. If you want to say something, listen.
Well, let him say it.
Whether you want your fans to see you as the real you, and I don't know. Listen, that's just my opinion, but.
Sick and tired of people spewing a bunch of garbage at me. That's not true. When the first time when he came on here and his channel was taken down, all kinds of accusations was made against me. All his fans and subscribers came over to my channel, and they all blame me, and they flagged me down. But thank God when you're with Machinima, when you're false flagged, they look into it and they say, oh, that's not a valid flag. That shouldn't be. Believe me, I get flagged multiple times every single day. Every day I have to contact Machinima and let them see about the flags, because if it weren't for that, if I only had YouTube and not a network, or not a partnership, I would be off YouTube a long time ago. What you don't understand is I am a target. Everybody wants me off YouTube, but I'm not going to leave unless I do something that is horrible, like I did a few years back when that channel, when the whole incident came out. Once again, I had to rebuild. I had to rebrand. I had to restart from the ground up.
When you exposed yourself?
What other incident is there, Don? We already know. You love talking about it. I know you love talking about my cock.
No, wait. First and foremost, the reason why I speak about it is because children are horrified at what you did. You had a childhood audience that saw what you did, and it seems like you're mad about the fact of what you did. You said that you're admitting what you did was wrong. So you shouldn't be pissed off about it.
It was wrong, but it would have never been out to what it was if you hadn't made a video about it, and the video was only on for
I'm going to let you speak.
The video was only on for 2 or 3 minutes for one. When that video got taken and everyone else uploaded, the only reason so many people saw it, it wasn't my kid audience. That video only got about 5 to 10 views. When I deleted that video, other people uploaded it. The only reason children saw that was because everybody else uploaded it, and then they took it to a porno website. Then they took it to Pornhub. Then they took it to RedTube. That's why everybody knows about it. That's the only reason. Had that video been deleted when I did.
Okay. Now, Sean, let me put the camera on because people want to see. And when I want to let the audience know that when I speak to Sean, I do give him a chance to speak and everything. Even if it was 2 minutes, it seemed like that 2 minutes was like, you know, an eternity because it got spread at so many places. The thing is, when we reported on it, we were reporting the news, okay? And you say that you didn't flag us, but as General Jerry said, the evidence and proof to me is what you said recently in your Andre Corbell video. You know, we don't have anything to do with you and his beef, but you know, we've had a incident with you, and you said in the video, and I'm gonna let you answer that. You know, look at Into the Arena US, and then when we were down, I'll never forget that video you did, Sean, when you said I am immortal. I looked in your face. I said, Sean just feels like he's on. I look at your face right now. That was, I know when we were gone, you were just like, you know what? I've got them out of here. I got them out of here. They're fucking gone. You know, come on. That's evidence right there. It's two points. You don't say in your Andre Corbell video that, you know, Into the Arena, look at them. You know, we had a problem with them, but I didn't flag them or whatever. You ain't even had to mention us. You mentioned us to say, look at them. Like, look, I'm telling my audience, look at them. They're example of what happens to you.
Which, by the way, Sean, thank you for the subscribers, by the way.
Now, go ahead, Sean. I mean, come on. I'm just.
Yeah, you're just saying. But once again, I didn't.
So why did you? Okay, let me make the two questions more specific.
Now I'll say this. Maybe my subscribers and viewers, they might have flagged you, and you did get what you want because you took an incident that didn't have to go as far as it did, okay? And I do think you got what you deserved. You got flagged off YouTube. You were gone, and then you came back. Congratulations, you built your channel from the ground up. You've made a name for yourself. Very good. Just as long as we don't bring up any more incidents, we'll be just fine because I'm not going to flag you, but I can't say that my subscribers and viewers wouldn't flag you.
Well, I want to say this is, as you say, I got what I deserved and you got what you deserve because, you know, look at it. People can go, and it's not me. It's not me. You can't blame me for this, Sean. They can go on RedTube or Pornhub or wherever they're going to go, and they can see it. A question I got for you, Sean, is you say you're gonna be the biggest in history. You know, how are you gonna deal with if you get to 100,000? People are gonna know you. TMZ says, you know, look, this is Sean Views Entertainment. He's one of the biggest, you know, YouTubers now, and this is an incident of him exposing. So how are you gonna deal with when your entire audience sees that? I mean, every single person from the past. Are you going to get in front of all of them and apologize? Do you think they're going to accept that?
I've already apologized, and I already, to nauseam, have talked about this. I just said to Jerry when we started this video, it was wrong, but I was in the wrong place, wrong time. I had my problems. Shouldn't have done it, but I wanted to prove a point that saying, oh, my dick's deformed and all this other crap, that people needed to know the truth. And you know what? You're right, porno. I'm going to become a big porn guy one day. I'm going to be having sex with all girls in the world because of that video. I'm going to be going worldwide, nationwide, Playboy, fucking HBO, NBC, YBC. It doesn't matter what it is. You see people's dicks on fucking line all time. But it came to YouTube.com where, once again, I could also say I did that video for instructional purposes.
Hey, you know, like I said before, you know, Sean, you came before, you know, you're coming before into the arena. You're saying, you know, what you're saying, and you know, it is what it is. I'll let General Jerry finish.
Yeah. We'll just go back to the recent stuff that's happened, okay? You talked about Andre Carville. You laughed at the guy whenever his channel was taken down. Do you not, I mean, obviously you stated you're happy his channel's been taken down. Does that mean that you're not a, what would you call it, a team player and you're a dictator? You know, to kind of quote Don Juan Banks' old character persona, you're a dictator to the YWC essentially.
I'm not a team player of someone that doesn't like me, criticizes me, and hates on me. If someone's going to bury me for no reason when they had no proof, no evidence that I flagged them, of course, I don't care what happens to them. You talk about me when you have no facts, evidence, or proof. Just like when people say, I have no subscribers, they're all fake. I have really 0 subscribers. That's what people say. And you've even went on record to say that I have fake subscribers and fake viewers and fake comments, which, once again, no evidence, no facts, no proof. I'm with Machinima. If I bought subscribers, I'd be way off Machinima a long time ago. Machinima doesn't take that kind of crap where you buy subscribers or ghost accounts. They don't go for that crap. So, no, I don't feel sorry for Andre Carville.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there is actually one thing I want to say. Before I joined Enterthearenaus, I was actually going to join Machinima. You said that only elite group can be on Machinima. Well, I went on their website yesterday. Anybody can go on Machinima. Now, what the interesting thing about Machinima is that I think it was actually a year ago, actually, whenever you started getting the ball rolling, you were getting the viewerships, Machinima highlighted you on an advertisement on every single WWE video. That is official and that is the truth because I've seen it with my own eyes. And what I'm saying is for you to turn around and say, well, I don't have, it's only just me, you know, people don't push me in YouTube. You clearly have influence in YouTube if you've had that type of advertisement on every single WWE video.
First of all, you're right. Anybody now can get into Machinima. Try get into Machinima 3 years ago or 2 years ago. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it unless you had a certain amount of subscribers. And I know that as fact because it's in my contract. Nowadays, any Joe Schmo can get on Machinima. You can have 1 subscriber, you're right, and get on Machinima. But try doing that 2 or 3 years ago. You couldn't do it.
Well, what my question is, which you didn't answer, was clearly you have influence on YouTube, seeing as you were advertised on every single video in WWE at that period of time. So clearly you do have influence on YouTube with the collaboration of Machinima.
All right, now, what are you talking about? I was trying to say that I cheat the system. Machinima picks and chooses who gets promoted. I didn't go to them and say, oh, can you put me in advertisements? They choose who gets promoted. But I don't have any influence over them. I can't tell them, oh, I need this, I need that. All they're there to do is pay me for the work and time that I put in. That's it. Whether they want to promote me on their main page or whether they want to promote me on their YouTube page is up to them. I don't make those choices. I don't make those decisions.
General Jerry, I don't want you to forget about this, but you had a question regarding Sean showing his face and not showing his face recently.
Oh yes, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, Sean, in recent videos you have not shown your face on YouTube. Is this due to the past altercation that happened in the near past? And does Machinima have a clause that you cannot show your face on certain YouTube videos?
Good question. I can't answer that fully, though, because I cannot expose any details of my contract, my pay, or what they do for me, because if I did that, I would also be canceled. I'd be fired from Machinima. But what I can tell you,
you did. No, I'm just moderating real quick. You did say you would answer every question to the 100%. Now you're not answering the question all the way. Why aren't you showing your face in every single video?
I'm not going to answer the question because...
No, you're not. So you said you're going to do one thing in this whole interview thing, and you're not doing it.
Because we're talking about my future. We're talking about a contract. If I go against my contract, I'm gone. I see what you're trying to do. You want me to get off YouTube. I see how you're working. I'm not dumb. I know you think I'm stupid.
It's only a question.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to send this video to Machinima so I can expose the details of my contract and what I can and cannot do. And then you'll get me off YouTube. It's a good idea. It's a smart strategy. It's a good gimmick.
You're overreacting again. Showing your this goes. You're overreacting. I asked you a simple question and you're not answering. It's a very simple question. Why are you not showing your face on most of your videos now? It's a very simple question.
Well, if you've been paying attention for the last couple of videos, I've actually been showing my face.
But why are you?
That doesn't answer my question. That doesn't answer my question.
Well, let's rephrase the question then. Why are you showing your face more now than you were before? Can you answer that?
It's because of my contract. I can't tell you why.
Are you in a? I got just a couple of questions, General Jerry. Are you in a new house?
Yeah.
You in a new location?
Yes.
When did that happen? Can you tell us details on that?
That was in October.
Where's your background? Where with your pictures and where's all that at? I don't see that in the videos all the time anymore.
That was my last location. I'm in a new location now.
Okay, so why haven't you set that up?
What do you mean set what up?
Your background. Why you don't have the background that you used to have? Why you didn't set it up in the new location?
Because I have the stuff. I have it right in this room right now. I have all my freaking figures, posters, everything. I just haven't got up to doing it yet. I can do that anytime I want.
Is there some rules where you live at? Why you can't, do certain videos or, show your face sometimes? Is it something, another reason? Is this a storyline? Because a lot of people don't believe what you're saying. Because I've been on record, and I will tell you the truth, Sean, since you do watch my videos. I've said I don't know what you're doing when your face is not up there. I really don't know. I mean, I don't see your face. I don't know what you're doing in the background. I don't know what's going on. And for you to be the most consistent, dedicated, prolific, not to see your face, it's kind of insulting. And I want to know the real reason why you're not showing it. Is something going on back there that you don't want us to see?
And what are you going to try to say, that I'm trying to screw a child while I'm doing a video? Is that what you're going to say?
I never said that. I never said that.
What are you going to try to say? I'm while this has happened, maybe child molesting going on. Is that what you're going to try to say?
I never said it. You're mentioning it
now. The wheels are now turning in my head of what this is really going to come down to. All right, you want to know? I can tell you this.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want to evolve. Now, this has nothing to do with my contract, so this I can't get in trouble. And even if you sent the video to them. I want to morph and grow my channel. Podcasts just has an image. I am going into the podcast world very soon. Just like Austin and Jim Ross and all those other people on that website, I am going to do podcasts. So I've set up my episodes like a podcast. So sometimes I'll show my face. Sometimes I won't show my face. So that's pretty much the only answer you're going to get for that.
Another question. You use your YouTube income only. You don't work.
I pay my taxes with because it's a 1099. I pay my taxes. I make YouTube income not from YouTube, from Machinima. They pay me every single month for all the views I've attained. Every month I get paid, and that's why I live where I live on my own.
Okay, so you do live on your own. You don't live with your parents anymore.
Do not live with my parents. No, I don't.
Okay. Does your girlfriend live with you?
She does live with me, and everyone thinks that she buys everything for me. We do everything together as a cohesive team.
What is her age?
27.
Okay, all right.
5 years strong.
Okay, I got one more question. Recently there's been speculation that you're going through depression again. The reason why is because, like I said, we're not seeing your face as much. There's certain stories you don't cover. You've gained a considerable amount of weight.
What?
Yeah, you have. I mean, and also you look very tired, man. You look very drained. I mean, you don't look like the same guy that we seen a year ago. You look completely like this is taking its toll on you in your personal life. Can you answer that? Are those speculations true?
The speculation that I'm depressed, I do deal with a hell of a lot of anxiety. I have a seizure disorder. I have a lot of health issues. I have a lot of health problems. But when you do as many videos and put as much time as you do, I get about 3 hours of sleep a night. I get 3 hours of sleep a night because I am busy working at my job and trying to hone my craft at bettering myself and improving myself and making the proper adjustments to make this channel what it is. I didn't get here through luck. I didn't get here through fantasy. I didn't get here through any other means. It was through hard work, dedication, and passion and motivation. I don't sleep at night. I don't care for sleep. I don't believe in sleep. So when I come on here and I look like I'm high or I look like I'm stoned, it's because I've got about 3 hours of sleep. Because I don't believe in a day off. I don't believe in sleep. So if I want to come on here and show my face, I'll show my face. If I want to do it in a podcast form, I'll do it in a podcast form. And as far as you saying that I have gained a considerable amount of weight, when I started YouTube, I was 160 pounds. I am now 175 pounds. That's not a hell of a lot of weight in 4 years to gain. So let me just let that out right now.
Not in 4. Yeah, Jerry, just give me a couple of seconds here. Not in 4.
Dog in here. I'll be back 2 seconds.
I don't like the fact he's walking away, but not in 4 years, but in the past 4 months to 5 months, it is, you can visually see that. And
well, well, Don, I'm glad you caught on that because obviously you're getting adjusted to my looks. That's a good thing. I don't know what side you sway on, but that's okay because I'm glad you noticed that you've seen a weight difference in there. But the bottom line is, if I go to the store, I still fit into 34 size pants, so I wouldn't call that fat.
Well,
sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's just my dog.
I sway on the side of bitches. Just to let you know, Sean, I get a lot of bitches, so I have no problem in that department whatsoever.
All power to you. Hey, I'm just glad that you pick up on the small details.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that it's just me picking up on the small details. The fans, and I can show my face if you have a problem. If you want to see my face right now, and I'll show you my face. But it's not that it's me picking up on the small details. This is coming from the fans. The fans want to know the answers to these questions. Okay, so basically, if someone says,
what fans? Not my fans. My fans have never said that. Oh, you're out of shape. It must be your fans.
No, it's fans on both sides, and it's fans that not only your fans, not only my fans, but fans on YouTube.
But wait a minute. Why would you say that when you don't watch any of my content? You don't see my comments. You don't do any of that. You pay attention to yourself.
I never said that. I never said that. I never said that I never said that to you that I didn't watch your videos.
Oh no, you said in the past in videos that you don't watch my content because I'm not worth your time.
I tell people that I go through your content occasionally. I've seen comments that you left for me. I've seen videos that you've done. If you got questions for me, I think that well, first I'm trying to get the concrete answer on this. You are saying that you do deal with depression, though. You do deal with. Yeah, okay. Because I can. No, it's not a problem. I mean, it's.
No, I had depression before as well. I mean,
it's obvious, Sean. It's very obvious. That it can be seen. Because you are dedicating a huge amount of time specifically to being the first one to go up, and it's going to take a toll on your life. That's why people wanted to know. That's it. I mean, you don't look the way you looked before. I mean, it's noticeable. So I'm asking you, is everything going all right in your personal life?
It is. Hey, I'll tell you right now. I guess this is like a psychiatrist appointment at the same time. That's fine. No. You know what? That's a valid question, and I've said what I've said, And when you put as much time into this that I do, people don't realize, oh, YouTube is easy. No, it's stressful. It is very stressful, okay? Oh, it's easy to come on here and talk about your view of what's seen and read online. You know what? The thing is, as much as I want to ignore the haters and the death threats and all that, there comes a point where it's too much and it does get to you, and it does. I don't make as many videos as I used to on it, but I get it every single day. I get freaking deliveries of pizza and Chinese food to my house every day because people want to make a mockery and a joke. They want to trace my IP address to my location and send me a bunch of box of pizzas at 12 o'clock in the morning. And that's the kind of crap that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis on this website. But it is worth it because I'll be the first to admit I'm not the smartest in the world. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm not the brightest light on the Christmas tree. So I know about WWE. They say if you want to do something you're good at in life, do it. Make money at it. Well, I'm good at talking about wrestling. I'm good at knowledge. I'm good at expressing my opinions, whether right or wrong. So that's what I do here, and I'm sacrificing a hell of a lot. I could go out and go to college. I could go train to be a wrestler. I could go be a commentator. But no, I am putting it all on the line to make this my opportunity because YouTube has given everybody an opportunity to upload videos, and I am just making the most of that opportunity. And yes, it is very stressful. It is very taxing on someone's life. People don't realize what it takes to go from being a nobody to somebody.
And I have no problem with that. General Jerry has no problem with that. In fact, me and General Jerry, we're not stressed. We have a lot of energy, you know, because we just, you know, we're a team here, and we're just not going through that. You know, we're not going through any of those issues and stuff.
I'm just one person. I'm one person.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the you know, hey, it is what it is. I mean, me and General Jerry's not stressed. Now, I got two more questions Jerry can take over from here because I just wanted to ask some things. Here we go. Very important question. Rumors, headlines, gossip. Are you basically telling people that, hey, I'm rumors, gossip, and headlines. I'm going to put the headline up there. I'm going to tell you what I see on across the screen. Simple as that. Are you saying don't invest all this into me that is true or not? I'm just giving you what I see. That's it.
The newsletters, the websites, post the link. If it comes true, it happens. If it doesn't, I look like an idiot. Fine. If I'm going to look like an idiot because it didn't come true, well, then that's the chance I take. Okay. Yes, you're right. Whatever I read, see, or hear, because it is about gossip and rumors and news. Hey, laugh. Laugh about it all you want. Whatever I see, read, or hear from a newsletter or a website, I will come on here and give my opinion of it, because you don't know at the end of the day if it's going to be true or not, because that's why I talk about rumors, gossip, and headlines. So there you go.
Last question.
Keep laughing, though.
Yeah, I got the right to. You know, I mean.
Oh yeah. Laugh it up.
Yeah, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Good.
Sean, you said recently. This is a question people want to know badly.
Yeah.
You are going to be covering UFC and boxing.
Yep.
Are you covering live fights? How are you going to do this if you're already going through tremendous stress with WWE? How are you going to know all these fighters, or are you just covering whatever you hear, the articles that come?
Once again, I can't reveal that. It has to do with my contract.
That is the complete bullshit that I'm talking about. But no, I got to put my camera back on.
I mean, I don't see how that question's got to do with a contract. It's a very simple question, Sean. Dawn is asking you a very simple question. What are you doing in terms of UFC and boxing? It's a very simple question.
Sean, I respected that you came on here, but you just bullshitted and lied to my face. You know, you just bullshitted and lied to my face. You could just come straight out and tell me are you going to just be reading the article? Are you covering it? It's a good question.
I said I'm going to be talking. about my view and opinion of UFC and boxing. You can take that however you want. I can't go more than that due to my contract.
What do you know about UFC so far?
What do I know about UFC so far? I know about when it was back in the day. I liked it a hell of a lot better when there was no weight divisions. When you could just have any two guys go in there and beat the crap out of each other. Now you got weight divisions. You got all these championships. The aspect of sporting for UFC has evolved, obviously.
What fight is coming on tonight?
What's that?
What fight is coming on tonight?
Now, when I said I'm covering UFC and boxing, I didn't say when. I got to get on my knowledge. I got to go back and view tapes, articles. My dad is a major boxing fan, over 70 years old. He knows the history of boxing left and right, up and down, sideways. So I'll be getting some information from him. I'll be getting some information online. I have a lot of friends that watch UFC and boxing. I'm going to give my opinion of what I see, read, and hear.
Let me make this more clear. I'll answer the question for you since you won't answer it yourself. Sean Views is going to get an article. He's going to read the article, and that's going to be it. That's all it's going to be. You don't know anything about it. Just like when you started covering Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, you don't know nothing what you're talking about. That's the funny thing about the whole situation. You're just going to get an article, you're going to read it, and that's that. And you're going to continuously do that and make money off of it. But you don't know anything about it. You know nothing about, everyone on YouTube knows you know nothing about UFC and boxing. Okay? You tried to branch out before, this is my last thing, you tried to branch out before, it was a complete failure. The only thing you've been successful at is, and this is true, has been wrestling and the games. That's it. You have not branched out and been successful. If you make this move, you are going to humiliate yourself, and it's going to be your downfall. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm just saying, there's no way you can do it. You might as well X sleep out of your life. You might as well X that out because people are going to be asking you questions, Sean. Very important questions on boxing. Very important questions on UFC. And if you read that article and you do not give the details behind it, it's over for you. You won't be around in 2016. I'll tell you that right now. You should just stick to wrestling. I'm warning you as a person because it will make it easier for me.
It's hard to do.
It's going to make it easier for me to defeat you. That's my prediction right now, that you're going to go down this path. And you're going to be knocking on my door one day once your channel is not around anymore because you're going to be like, damn, Don, I wish I listened to you on February the 21st that I shouldn't have did it.
Well, that's your opinion, and I'm sure you're going to stick to it, but it's a work in progress. It's not going to be easy. I never said it was going to be easy.
There's a question that I want to ask. There's a question I want to ask. Okay, before you did Grand Theft Auto games, okay, Grand Theft Auto, which obviously is made by Rockstar, okay, and you had to stop it completely. Did Machinima tell you not to upload them videos because you're taken away from the Machinima main channel?
Once again, you go into contract details. I can't tell you what I can and can't put up.
Right. Let me put it this way.
The one thing about games is you obviously can't use the music because it's copyrighted. That's one of the reasons I had to stop doing that. Is that a good enough answer for you?
But you didn't really answer my question. Did Machinima tell you to not make the videos?
Yeah, you stop answering questions, Sean. I mean, being the moderator here, you're starting to stop answering. You're starting to say it's contract over and over again.
Because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me fucking in trouble. I'm not going to do it.
You're using profanity now?
No, listen. Nobody.
You said this was uncensored, uncut, just like my cock is uncut. You said you can say whatever the frick you want, and I'll say whatever I want.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen.
Sean, do you?
It's a simple question. I'm asking you a simple question. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking, did Machinima tell you not to make the videos? That's all I'm asking.
I've come on to this with false pretenses. You said this was uncooked. You could swear, not PG, R-rated, but yet you're saying, oh, I'm swearing now. So what's that mean?
Well, I don't have a problem swearing. I swear in my videos all the time. I don't give a fuck. I can fucking swear whatever I want. You know?
I don't have a problem with it. It just for a person who have the morals and standards of being PG, even if this is uncensored, I didn't expect you to, you know, use that profanity. But it's all right. We are uncensored.
Good. Then that's why I'm going all out.
Because this is a hangout where, listen, everyone knows what the fuck I'm like. I fucking say whatever I want. I mean, my fucking catchphrase is thunder cunt, for Christ's sake, okay? I'm uncensored. We're live. I don't give a fuck if people fucking swear or whatever. I don't give a damn. But I'm asking you, genuine, these are easy. I thought the question I asked you to start with was the worst question, but Sean, these are basic questions that you are not answering. And you have to bear in mind that these fans, your fans included, are dying to know the answers to them. No, listen, we are not like some other interviewer that's gonna, you know, kiss your ass, tell you what to do. We tell you like it is. And I'm asking you a question. Can you please answer it?
All right. What was the exact question about Grant? Why did I stop doing it?
Why did you? No. No. My question was: did Machinima tell you not to make their videos, not to make the Rockstar, to make the Grand Theft Auto games? Did they tell you? Did they tell you? Have they said, Sean, stop doing it because you're taking away the viewership from the main Machinima channel? Because what I'm looking at is that Machinima is restricted as to what to do. It's a perfect example. Inside Gaming left Machinima to go to Rooster Teeth. They cannot use any of the stuff that they're saying. But what I'm saying to you is that's a completely different matter. I'm asking you a basic question. Did Machinima tell you not to make Grand Theft Auto games?
They never came to me and said, no, you can't. I stopped it because it wasn't getting the views that I thought it would.
But you were getting high viewership. I don't even admit you were getting high viewership with the Grand Theft Auto games. You were getting high viewership, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why has he stopped making videos about it? That's what's confusing to me.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know what views you call good, but to my recollection, it wasn't good enough. If I start something new and it doesn't get over, it doesn't get enough views.
You were getting 10,000, 20,000, and you were actually getting very high viewership compared to most demons from the gaming world, and I'm very interested. It's a genuine question. Did Machinima tell you not to make those videos?
They didn't, but once again, my channel is primarily wrestling. So when I get a bunch of people, what I can't stand is when I do try something new, I do gaming or whatever, we want wrestling. We only want wrestling. So I went back to wrestling again because people didn't want to see that because, okay, you can say I was getting views. I really don't remember that. This going back a couple years ago. All I know is that my subscriber rate doesn't go up when I do gaming. It goes up when I talk about WWE. So that's why I don't do gaming as much because people don't want it. They want WWE, so I'm going to give them what they want. And that's pretty much it.
Whenever I seen your gaming videos, they were actually the only videos that didn't have a massive dislike bar. They were actually very liked. So what my question is, why did you stop it? You just completely stopped it out of the blue. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? Why is Sean stopping something that you were clearly getting viewership with, that you were clearly getting viewership and you stopped it suddenly? That's what I don't understand.
Well, because I have to, like I said, this is a WWE channel primarily, so I got to do most of my time to WWE. I mean, and to tell you the truth, you remember I got a lot of views. Like I said, I don't remember back that far. But if you're saying that and that's facts and evidence, well, then that's fine. But the bottom line is when I try something new, I get a lot of people that are complaining and leaving comments, oh, we don't want this, we're going to unsubscribe. So what happens is I might gain more viewers, but I lose subscribers. And that's not what I want to do on here. I want to gain subscribers and viewers, and I want to be loyal to what they want. So WWE it is. That's why I don't do the WWE 2K15 that much no more, because they just want talk. They don't want games. But I will do it on occasion. I will. But
well, that leads me to my next question. If you do UFC and boxing, does that mean that that's going to piss off your fans and you're going to lose subscribers? Because clearly you're saying about gaming, but you're saying now, well, I'm trying something new, I'm going to the UFC and boxing, but then you're going to lose viewership, then you're going to lose subscribers, so why take that risk? Is it to take a shot and enter the arena? Is it a one-shot deal where you take a shot and enter the arena and say, hey, look at me, I'm Seanzviewent, I'm better than enter the arena? Or is it that you are really pissing off your own fan base, really? That's what I'm saying. Why are you doing boxing and UFC when it's gonna, you deliberately know it's gonna piss off your WWE fan base?
Because when you get a new fan base, gaming and UFC and boxing is a whole different breed of character. It's a whole different breed. So you know, at one point you have to expand. So you know what? If gaming isn't what people want, well then I know there's a big fan base with UFC and boxing, which if you combine the both is a lot more than WWE. So I'm trying to expand my horizons through trial and error. It's not going to be easy. But I'm going to go through the history, I'm going to go through the tapes, I'm going to go through the articles, I'm going to go through all the shit. And if it works, it works. I've never went in full bore UFC boxing. Never done it. So if there's backlash and criticism and I'm not making the views and I'm losing subscribers, well, yep, right back to WWE it is. But you have to try different things. You know, if my channel was just WWE for the rest of my life, I won't become, you know, I'll never be rich. Okay, I'll never be rich with just WWE. I have to branch out and do other things. But once again, while I like those things, my subscribers may not like those things. But I haven't started full bore UFC and boxing. So I'm going to see how that goes. And it's very simple. If you don't like a certain kind of video, you don't watch it. But people will still click the video regardless. Now, once again, I stopped gameplay because, like I said, we want only WWE. But the bottom line is that I'm not really, to tell you the truth, I'm not big into video games. I did it because a few of my subscribers said, hey, Sean, can you do gameplay? But then what happened was you get a conflict of interest. You have the gameplay people over there, you have the WWE people over there, and then it just gets into one big stress ball. So there comes a time when you have to make a decision. Do you do WWE or do you try to expand? Well, you know what? I want to expand. So there comes a point where you got to do what's best for business, and I will do what is best for business.
I would like to say, you know, you've covered some boxing stuff, and it got disseminated around, you know, different communities, and it was the last. I'm sorry to say this straight to your face. I'm not trying to be rude, but it was laughing stock. Like it was just, you know, it was I mean, it was funny, you know. But I like I said, you know, I wish you nothing but the best in it. But I know that it's exactly what I want to see, because that's gonna just give us the momentum to do what we need to do of you know, your ultimate surrender. But I respect the hell out of you coming on here today. General Jerry, I know you got a couple more questions, but we do want to wrap it up. We don't want it to go on.
Do you know what? The kind of end of
questions for us, he's deserved upon that. But I do want to say one thing. First and foremost, go, and Sean, you got a chance, because let him promote too. To go to www.etaallday.com, Into the Arena US on YouTube. Take the time to subscribe. We definitely, all the fans, we respect not only Into the Arena US fans, but we respect Seanzviewent's fans, because he did have the guts to come on here today.
Yeah, one final question before we go, Sean. It's a fun question.
If you have any questions, Sean, you can ask us after he's done.
Actually, well, I'll answer this fun question, and Sean has an open mic. He can ask us whatever he wants, okay? Recently, a few weeks ago, actually, it was trending on Twitter that me and you, I'm only doing this for the benefit of a fan, because I actually do like this fan. His name's Yanni, and he's been asking for this a lot. And he said that he wants to see me and you in a WWE ring, okay, in a match, okay? And he's been trying his best to talk to WWE to make it happen. The question, and also, by the way, I don't care about money. If the money's for charity, I'll do it. I'll do it. You know, I'll travel to the USA for the match to happen. I'll do it for the benefit of charity, and I'll do it. The question I want to answer you is, would you do it?
Why should I? Why would I invest my time in something that's not real?
Yeah, no, but it's a fun question because the fella has asked me a question. He asked me a question, and he wanted you to answer. Would you do it? If WWE, let's just say, right? Let me put it this way: if you wanted your channel to be this big, grandiose thing, okay? What if WWE approached you and said, Sean, we're gonna give you X amount of numbers, amount of money. You're gonna be highlighted on WWE. All you need to do is face General Jerry in a wrestling match. It's only for fun. Me and you both know wrestling's fake. We're not insane. But it's just a simple question. Would you do it?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. That's all. I mean, that's the fan happy. So, for that fan that asked for that question,
you know, I think what Sean Views is alluding to, and I have to say this because I am the moderator here, is he does not want any fake WWE match. He wants a real UFC or boxing match. He wants a real fight. That's what I'm getting from him. I can see it in his face. Is that what you want?
If that's what it came down to in the money, sure.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'll tell you this right now, Sean Views. I would definitely step in the ring with you. You know, I think you deserve, you know, a training camp. I could go. You know, I'm already training right now, so you know, if that's something we can put the date together for March or April, we can make it happen. I can tell you that right now.
What do you mean training? What do you mean training camp?
I'm saying you said no WWE wrestling match. I'm saying since you're covering boxing, UFC, we could do a UFC, we could do a boxing match. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I haven't started UFC or boxing news yet. Like I said, I can't just come on here like an idiot, not knowing my information before, you know, I got to know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to, it is coming to Seanzviewent, but it isn't coming just yet.
Okay. No, but the reason why I asked this because this fan was a fan of yours, and he requested me to find out.
Let's move on from that.
The reason why I asked it because the fan requested for it, and that's the reason why. We do have some questions from fans as well. Actually, I'm going to see if they answered anything here. Let's have a go. Hopefully, fucking Facebook doesn't act all gimpy. Actually, sure. What questions do you have for us? Seeing as we're asking you questions, what questions do you have for us?
Well, I mean, you're saying that there's people leaving comments. Where are they leaving these comments? On Facebook, on this Google Hangout?
No, it's just on the chat. It's just on the chat.
The Google Hangout is not it's live with us, but we didn't put any fans on.
Here's a question: are you going to put this on your main channel?
Well, it's good that we talk about that. That is up to all of us. You know, if you wanted to put it up on your main channel and you could copy this video and do it, I'll tell you right now, and I don't mind that. If you don't got no problem with it, we would do it. It's no problem. It can go anywhere. So
you can put it on your channel. It can go, like I said, you can put it anywhere as long as you don't put it on Pornhub and all those other things.
Well, I can't do that because I've never put any of your stuff on there. I mean, that's something you're gonna have to ask like whoever did that. I made videos on the situation, but I never did that to you.
The only thing I gotta, well, actually, probably I don't really have many questions for you, but this is a question. You know, there's always a question. There's always, the legitimacy behind the subscriber amount. Why don't you show your subscriber amount?
That's a very good question. Don, do you want to answer?
General Jerry's the acting president, so I guess he should answer it. I guess you should answer it.
We will be revealing our subscribers. 100%. We actually made a video on it. We said that a lot of people are asking for the subscribers. We will be revealing the subscribers soon. It will be 110%. We are showing the subscribers because fans are asking for it, and we're going to make an event out of it as well, so all fans can enjoy. We are deciding. We are contemplating the date. WrestleMania was thrown in there, and other dates as well. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, all that there. But we will be 100% Okay, I don't care if you copy this clip or whatever. We are definitely 110% showing the subscribers.
Very soon.
Okay?
Very soon.
100%.
Very soon.
Because a
Sean,
legitimate website, Social Blade, you go on there, you type your name in, it says you have 0 subscribers.
Because
well,
you know
it's 22,000, but the thing is with Social Blade is that them numbers aren't accurate to what we have.
What I would say about that is, you know, they put that number up there. They had another number up there because they basically.
For the last 3 days, though, it said 0 subscribers, 0.
Because I can answer that with President Jerry. The reason why that is the case is because I'm going to give you exclusive news, Sean, so your subscribers can know this. This is real deal thing. Our contract is coming to an end. Okay, they don't want a channel like us jumping to Machinima, jumping to somebody else right now, because we are about to be a free agent. And they, like Lil Wayne and Birdman, they don't want us to leave, man. So they're trying to fuck us over. Okay, they're trying to fuck us over before we get the fuck out of there. And Social Blade, I can tell you this to your face, with General Jerry, you're fucking with the wrong people. I'm telling you the truth. You're fucking with the wrong people right now.
Now, who's your network, though? Who are you with?
We're with Social Blade.
I mean, who pays you?
We're with Social Blade.
You're with, that's all. That's it. You're only with Social Blade.
Yeah.
You got to be with someone bigger than that. That's shit.
What do you suggest? What do you suggest?
You got to be with someone bigger than that.
Why
would
you
you be with Social Blade?
Who do you suggest?
I mean, you could go with anybody you want, but I mean, Social Blade is really the lowest. I mean, why would you? Was it by default that you had to go with Social Blade?
I think. Who do you want the answer, Jerry or
anybody?
Me?
Anybody.
Well,
I just want to let it known that, you know, everyone questions me saying that I buy subscribers and bots and ghost accounts. Once again, they have no facts, evidence, and proof. At least I show the subscriber rate, and if it was fake, like I said, I would have been fired from Machinima a long time ago. So I just want to know why, you know, you haven't been showing your subscribers. Like right now, I'd love to see the number right now, but you're not going to expose that. That's fine. But it's just funny that if you go to Social Blade, yeah, they're not accurate. But if you go and put my name in there right now, the numbers are pretty accurate. So it really.
Yeah. Sean, you know, okay, let me answer it very slowly for you, because we just gave you the answer. Number one, you said, why don't we show our subscriber number at this current time? General Jerry said, yes, because General Jerry just said, and I agree, that we are about to give a date on that very soon. Number two.
You can't even tell me if it's close to my rate right now, right? You can't say that.
Well, just as you said earlier, contractual provisions does not allow us to do that right now. I'm telling you, I just gave you more news than you gave us. I said that our contract is coming to an end with Social Blade, and you know how companies get. Before you leave, they want to fuck you over. Okay, so they reduced it to 0.
All right, well, okay, then there you go, 0. I want to know why it said 0, because obviously there's something misconstrued there. Something is wrong.
And I'm telling you why. Because
okay, there you go, and at least you finally came down to why it is. You know, so pretty much if you were to release your subscriber rate right now, it would say 0.
See, that right there is inaccurate. You know?
No! Whoa! Sean, are you serious?
Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. You
think joking me?
You
know, you really think with our viewership we would have no subscribers? Come on, Sean. You're a smart man.
Now,
you know we don't have 0.
I will say this.
Oh my God.
If Social Blade wants to try to do that, you know, there's definitely going to be an injunction. Okay, because that would be definitely taking away all of our hard work. And I mean, I'm just saying that, Sean. You know how these companies get when you want to make a move, and that's basically it.
No, you want to know what it really is towards you guys. Defamation of character.
Who?
It's defamation of character towards you. trying to ruin your legitimacy by saying you only have 0 subscribers when you really don't.
It's a situation right now.
Actually, Sean, what are you on about? It doesn't say 0.
I'm on Social Blade right now.
It does.
I'm on Social Blade right now. It's not saying 0.
Yes, it does. I'm on it right now. It says 0 subscribers.
I can screenshot it and I'll post it on Facebook. I'm looking at it right now. It does not say 0.
I'm looking at it now and it says 0. What are you looking at?
I went on there. Are you on Social Blade?
I'm on Social Blade right now. Look at it.
It says 0 where I am at. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm going to it right now. I'm going to be very honest and tell you what I see. I'm not gonna. It
says 22. It says 22,000. But we all know that that's not the real number. We all know that's not the real number.
No, I mean they've been putting up. They've been putting up. Maybe they put that back up there. I don't know. I'm trying to go to it right now. The Google Hangout is making it move slow.
I'm telling you, I'm on it right now and it says 0. I'm giving you the God honest truth. It says 0 where I'm at in USA.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'll actually share the screen right now and let everyone see it.
No. I mean, what I see, I can tell you what I see. Are you sharing the screen?
Do you want me to share it? I'll show it on Social Blade. That's what it says.
I think they're disseminating multiple numbers at this point. I see 0.
See?
Really? Well, I'm looking at it now and it's saying something completely different.
Thank you, Don Juan. Thanks.
That's bizarre.
I told you.
Yeah. All right. I guess, Jerry, we're gonna conclude this.
Yeah, yes, we're going to conclude it, and once again, I'd like to thank my guest today, Seanzviewent Entertainment. Thank you for coming on.
Don't log off after this.
Okay. No, yeah, because I always do that. I always accidentally log off.
Don't log off. I want to have a private conversation.
No problem. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here. I'd like to thank Seanzviewent Entertainment for being here.
If you have any shout-outs, you gotta give them some chance to shout us.
Yeah, is there any shout-outs you want, Sean?
I mean, pretty much basically all my subscribers and viewers that have supported me since day one through the ups, the downs, the good days, the bad days. So if they want to come on here and subscribe to you, subscribe to me, you know, they're the ones that let this be. So no, I just give a shout out to, you know, all the subscribers and viewers that watch me and telling them that, you know, you're going to get the latest and greatest WWE content, and that's pretty much it. And I appreciate all the support, the viewers and all the subscribers that have backed me through everything I've been through. So that's pretty much it. And
Sean, will you be making a follow-up video on this hangout, like a follow-up video saying that you were interviewed by me? And
I think we should talk about that off.
What's that?
I think we should talk about it off air.
No problem.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait. I thought this was uncut and uncensored.
It is uncut and uncensored.
It is uncut and uncensored.
And I thought it was unlimited time.
It is. Well, if you want to keep talking, that's fine.
It ain't nothing else to talk about because people are gonna start getting bored with it. So we need to conclude.
This was supposed to be better than Fastlane. People on your comment section said this is going to be better than Fastlane.
It is better than Fastlane.
Because I mean,
okay. Conclude the video.
Really?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for watching.
Don't log off. Don't log off.
Yeah, but I'm confused. So should you want to end the broadcast? Okay. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. I'd like to thank Sean. I'd like to thank everybody. Guys, this is General Jerry on Enter the Arena and General Jerry's channel, signing out.